Hi, I'm Shauna, this is Shauna's World. Welcome back to my channel where I make videos about living intentionally. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and you can also follow me on Instagram at Shauna's World. I am 4 weeks out from Nice Cote by UTMB. This time, in 4 weeks, I will have done the race. So I've been documenting my journey so far, and you may notice there is no 5 weeks to go video, and that is because I had a really bad training week last week. I really just fell off the wagon so hard, more than I have this whole training period in the whole lead up to this race. And I'm so close to actual race day that it's really disappointing that that's happened.
And a quick rewind to last week.
And I am now 5 weeks out from the big race. It's Monday today, so I have just an easy run today and a strength session. So I'm gonna head to the gym now. The gym is closed. That's so annoying. But I'm just gonna go back and just do a run and then do at-home strength, I guess.
I got home and got a basic bodyweight strength session in, but unfortunately didn't end up doing my run.
It's Tuesday evening. I had a pretty productive work day today, and I spent my whole day thinking about how I was looking forward to my run. Gets to the end of the day. Do I feel like running? No, I'm procrastinating. I did not make it out on my run. Started getting changed and then picked up my phone, got in a little bit of a scroll hole, then realised there was a social call on for Free to Run, which is the charity I'm raising money for. Without thinking, I'm meant to be going for my run now, I just joined the call. I thought I might be able to listen quite passively, but it was actually quite interactive and there was sharing. And then before I knew it, it was 9 o'clock, getting too late, I haven't eaten. And I was like, I think I'm just going to have to sack off this run for today. It is Wednesday. I did not sleep last night. Just cracking on with work and feeling a little bit woozy.
With no sleep, it meant another day I didn't get out for my run. I was panicking about my training week by this point. Thursday I already knew would be a no training day because I had tickets to go see Hamilton in Plymouth. Not good for wanting to run 100k, but good for the heart and soul. It was the third time I'd seen the show and I love it every time. Friday through Sunday, my mental health plummeted. I tried and failed to get out for my runs, but mainly languished in bed watching the UTMB finals in a negative, self-sabotaging spiral. And fast forward back to this week.
I spent a lot of the weekend just really beating myself up about this. I was watching UTMB, the UTMB finals. It was a really exciting one, especially the women's race, with a fantastic win from Ruth Croft. But all I could feel was just, I'm messing things up for myself, and I got in this really negative, self-loathing spiral, and it's all self-inflicted anyway, but also I want to have more compassion for myself because the changes of medication have been really hard, and I've just been feeling so low about it. And then at the same time thinking, oh, well, it's just a sport, isn't it? It's just a hobby. Why am I letting this affect my mental state so much when I've had a bad training week? I'm still feeling pretty low, not just about that, but just kind of in life in general. But I start my new ADHD meds tomorrow, and I'm hoping that's going to give me a bit of a pick-me-up with things and help with work and help with life and help with getting the balance right. So it's Monday, new week starting. I'm just finishing off my work day now, and then I'm heading out for my run this evening. Okay, I am out, and today's session is 45 minutes easy with some hill strides in there.
I headed down one of my most familiar routes, got about 25 minutes of the easy run in before starting on the hill strides. Then started my 8 reps of about 30 seconds going uphill, building in power until I'm pushing to about 90% effort, slowing at the end, then a walk recovery back down to the start before beginning the next rep.
Okay, setting off for my 8th and final rep. Okay, a little recovery and just an easy run back home.
I find the jog back home on these challenging as my legs have gone pretty hard during the strides. But this evening came with a decent sunset, and while I'm not a scientist with evidence, I'm pretty sure a sunset has some pain relief benefits.
It was a good run, and basically my first run in a week, because last week did not go well, and I actually felt quite fresh going out, which was nice. I did not feel fresh by the end of it after those hill reps, but I'm feeling a little bit more positive going into the week after that first run.
Tuesday wasn't a training day, but it came with some very exciting posts. I love X Miles deliveries. It's like a sweet shop for endurance athletes.
So I'm just opening my X Miles order, which I think will be the stuff I have for the race, the kind of fuel I need. I got some NAC products to try, because this is what they're going to have at the Nice race. So I want to train with those a little bit and see how I get on with them. It's like a apple puree. That looks really nice with maple syrup. And some drink mixes. What else have we got? Oh, sweet potato. Yeah, so that looks like a good bunch. And then I got quite a lot of these OT super gels, which are 40 grams of carb per gel. So those are going to be really good for the race. I'm going to hold off on using those until the race. Oh, I got some Mountain Fuel as well. I don't even remember ordering those. Oh, a bunch more NAC stuff, some energy bar, a really good bunch of stuff. Oh, the Stroop waffles. Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting stuck in with those. So I've got a 4-hour run this weekend, so I'll trial some of the NAC stuff on that, and most of it I will be saving for the race. Okay, it's Thursday. No, it's Wednesday. Or is it even Tuesday? No, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, and I'm about to head to the gym. Yesterday was a rest day, but I did get a bit of kind of running admin stuff done. But today is a gym day, and doing a treadmill run and a strength session, and yeah, pretty looking forward to it, feeling pretty motivated. Just arriving at the gym. I had a really good run. I was doing 20 minutes easy, 15 minutes moderate, 20 minutes easy. I definitely prefer doing intervals when I'm on the treadmill than doing just moderate as the kind of effort bit, because I get so bored of just running a consistent effort on the treadmill. Even I'm watching YouTube, catching up on videos, and I enjoy that, but for some reason the time just goes so slowly when I'm on the treadmill compared to outside. But it's too hilly round Devon for me to maintain a moderate pace for 15 minutes really, so I just prefer doing it on the treadmill, but it does get boring. And then I was supposed to do my strength session after that, but I just finished my run and I was hungry and tired and getting a bit grumpy. I was like, no, I'm just going to go home. Usually I have a snack before I go to the gym in the evenings, and I didn't really eat much, so I'm going to go home and have dinner, and I'm going to do my strength session on Sunday instead. Thankfully I feel like I'm getting my mojo back a little bit with this training and this run up to this ultra. After last week I was just I've started new ADHD medication this week, and that's made such a difference. They definitely aren't making me as absolutely buzzing as the ones I was on before, but they're definitely helping me to feel better in myself, and yeah, just haven't massively helped my focus yet, to be honest. They're going up a dosage in a week, but in terms of well-being they're definitely helping a significant amount. So I think that's a big part of the reason why last week was such a dud, and I was in such a low place over the weekend. But onwards and upwards, this is a good week so far, and I can't really ask for more than that.
I'm trying to focus on getting a good protein and carb intake. I made a wholesome dinner, tofu scrambled up with lentils, quinoa, spinach and jalapenos with some corn on the side. Winning combo.
So it's Friday at about 10 p.m. and I just realised I was supposed to do a run today, and I had to move quite a lot around this week from what was written down in my plan, and I just got discombobulated and didn't do the run I was supposed to do because it wasn't written down in my plan in that way. I just rejigged it in my head. I have a 4-hour easy trails tomorrow. I was only meant to do a 30-minute easy run today, so it's not like a massive thing to have missed. I'm not sure if I should do 4.5 hours easy trails tomorrow instead, or just try and squeeze it in on Sunday. I've got quite a busy social day on Sunday. I don't know what's the best to do, and my coach is on holiday. I did have a really nice wholesome day today though. I got an eye test and I'm getting new glasses, which I'm very excited about because these ones are really battered. And then I met a friend for coffee, which ended up being like a 3-hour chit chat catch up, and then I cooked dinner for my household, which was nice. But I want to have a really solid sleep, good running day tomorrow, and I'll see if I can squeeze that run in. Okay, I was really meant to be going for my run right now. It is Saturday today and I planned this as my long run day. I was going to get the bus to Slapton Sands by the coast, run along the coast until Salcombe and get the bus back. It looked like a beautiful route. I've had about 3 times of intending to do this route. I've still never done it. And then I decided I was just going to run locally, and now I'm thinking I might postpone my run till tomorrow. That's by the by. I've ended up getting caught up doing some admin for my Nice race. I'm going through all the mandatory kit and checking that I have everything I need and what I might need to order, so that I've got plenty of time to order anything I need to get hold of before the race. So it looks like things I'm lacking for the race are a reusable cup. Obviously I have reusable cups, but I want to get a collapsible one. I need a spare head torch because you need to have a backup one. I have a really decent primary head torch, but I don't have a spare. I'm going to see if I can borrow one from someone I know. I need to check the measurements on my foil survivor blankets to check they are the right measurement. I possibly need a whistle. I may have one already. I may have one attached to my pack, but I'm not sure if it's loud enough, so I'll just need to check that. Self-adhesive bandage for my first aid kit. Again, I need to check that the one I have, the dimensions are correct for what they require. I have gloves, but I do not have waterproof gloves, so I need to get some that go over the top. And I also want to get a collapsible, reusable bowl, which is in the recommended but not mandatory. But if I want to eat any kind of meals at aid stations, it would be very handy to have. Then not on the mandatory kit, but I've just thought about that I need to get, and it's paining me to be needing to consider spending money on this, but the trainers I got for that I've been running with for the last year are normals, and I really like them. I really like how they feel on my feet. I like running with them, but I ended up getting the waterproof ones because that was what they had in stock when I went to try them on. I didn't want to buy online at the time because I hadn't tried them for size yet. And actually the waterproof ones are really annoying, particularly for long races, because A, it's probably going to be very hot and sweaty in Nice, so my feet won't be able to breathe. And at the same time, if it does get rainy and any water gets in through the tops of the shoes, then they get really squelchy because the water can't get out anyway. I've scoured the internet high and low for some secondhand ones, but I haven't found any in my size, so I think it is a case of having to buy new. So now I'm just going to be scouring the internet for the cheapest pair I can find on whatever website that is. All in all, that's not so many things I need to get. The trainers are just the big expense, and hopefully I can borrow most of the other stuff. So I bit the bullet and bought the trainers. I got the normal Tommy's again, but the non-waterproof one. And I got this colour, which was not my favourite colour. I really like, there's like a black with dark green soles, but I couldn't find them anywhere in my size. These are mainly white, so it's kind of not that ideal for running in the mud. And I found a couple of sites where you could get these Tommy's for under 100 quid, but none of those sites had my size. They were all in tiny sizes. So I paid about 112 for those, which is a little bit painful. But when I bought my waterproof one, they were like 160 then. And it's just nice to have some shoes I know feel good on my feet. I will have good trainers for the day. I've checked the weather for I'm going to be in Nice, and it is currently pretty much most days between 25 and 27 degrees C. It doesn't go quite ahead to when the race is yet, but I feel like it'll probably be pretty close to that. Oh, I need to book my bib collection slot. I'm pretty sure I haven't done that yet, and I think there are a few other bits they've emailed me about that I need to catch up on. I just made lunch, and I have historically not been very good at making omelettes, but I think I've learned the knack and I am nailing them. I'm really pleased with how this omelette looks. I have messed up. The reason I had initially planned to do my run today was because I have social plans tomorrow. And then when today got a little bit discombobulated, I was like, oh, I'm fine to do my run tomorrow. And then remembered I do have plans tomorrow and I don't want to cancel on that friend because it's not her fault that I messed up my schedule. So new plan is it's 9:30 p.m. now. I'm going to have an early night and I'm going to try and get up at 5 and be out by 6 tomorrow. I'm going to aim to do my 4-hour training run, be back by 10, but I might do a shorter one because something is better than nothing and I will see how I feel. Morning running is not the best for me. I'm going to give it a go. I'm kicking myself and it's annoying that it's a weekend. I'm going to get a bit less sleep probably than I need, but my sleep has been really solid this week for the first time in ages. I haven't had any terrible night's sleep. I'm on new ADHD medication which seemed to be like not messing up my sleep anywhere near as badly. I think I've had over 8 hours every night this week, which I'm really pleased with. And today it's 3 weeks out from my race in Nice, so getting good sleep, good nutrition, good hydration is all key. I'm going to keep trying to nail this, and things are imperfect. They're not going super well, but I'm doing the very best I can. It's 5 a.m. and I'm getting up to go for my run soon. I've got a massive bowl of cereal. I'm trying not to wake up my housemates because it's very early and they were out last night. So still no one in my house is up, so I'm being quiet, but it's later, it's like 7:30 now. I've faffed around quite a lot, but I'm glad I got up so early, so I have plenty of time to get ready. I'm gonna head out now, but I'm still feeling into how far I'm actually gonna run. I don't think I've got this full 4 hours in me. It's pretty rainy. I think the vest top might have been ambitious. I'm going back to change. So I've just checked the weather and it's due to be rain and thunderstorms until around midday, and where I was planning to run today is through a forest, so I do not want to be running through a forest in lightning. It might be fine, but I'm just feeling really on edge and really discombobulated and not really sure what I should do, and I feel like my inaction is going to stop me from getting out on this run. I mean, it's already 8:20 now and I'm running out of time to get any running much done at all before I have someone to meet and things to do. So yeah, feeling a bit rubbish about that. Okay, I'm actually finally getting out to do this run, but it's not the run I intended. I only have about an hour to spend on a run now because I've wasted so much time with the weather and the blah, 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 blah. So I'm going to do just an easy loop local to where I am, not really anything interesting, but I'm glad I'm getting out. I really nearly just gave up altogether and was just like, oh, I'm just going to sack it off, and that's a failed run, but I had a bit of a nudge from the people in my running club and I'm really, really grateful because they were all just like, doing something is better than doing nothing and you'll feel better in yourself if you've run a little bit. So obviously that's the case and I know that to be true. I mean, it's actually kind of annoying that it stopped raining and I'm wearing a waterproof. I don't want to take it off because I find them fluffy and annoying to tie around, so I'm just suffering the heat. It's not that long a run, but I'm absolutely dripping with sweat down my arms. Also, this run being shorter isn't ideal because I'm wearing all the kit I'm going to wear on race day, and I'd wanted to test it out for particularly my Queer Runnings club running vest, that I'm not going to get any underarm chafe, and this isn't a long enough run really to test that. I think I'm about halfway and I'm feeling really good. I mean, I know this is only a short run, but it's good to feel good. After a really grumpy, faffy morning, it's good to feel good. Okay, we're doing well. I love this path. I just find it a bit mystical and green and wonderful. Okay, I'm back, and quick turnaround before I go out and meet a friend, and we're going to a maker's market to peruse. I mustn't spend any money unless it's absolutely urgent, that there's something I absolutely cannot say no to, but that's not usually a thing for me. I'm also keeping my hat on because I haven't washed my hair. I didn't have time. And I also think it's pretty cool and I can represent Free to Run. I just hit over £450 in my fundraiser for Free to Run today, so I'm really pleased about that, nearly at halfway. My target for the year is £1,000. For those of you who haven't seen in other videos, I'm an ambassador for Free to Run, and Free to Run is a charity that supports women and girls to get out running in areas affected by conflict. So they're in Afghanistan, Iraq and Palestine, and they run programs around sport and leadership, and in doing that they tackle gender inequality in the areas. So if you fancy dropping a donation, I will leave my donation page in the description, so do click on that, have a look at why I'm running for Free to Run, and please do make a donation if it feels aligned. Right, I'm running late, so I better sort my life out and got to walk back pretty much to where I've just come from on the run and meet my friend for the Makers Market. Okay, I'm going to leave the video there for this week. So just reflecting on the week, it hasn't been the best in terms of training. You know, my coach has been away. I've really struggled with that kind of lack of check-ins and accountability. And obviously I am 100% supportive of her taking holidays, but also I need her. But yeah, it hasn't been horrendous and I feel like I have somewhat salvaged it, but it hasn't been a great training week, and particularly so close to the race, that really doesn't feel good. And I just keep getting quite frustrated with myself because I care so much about this race and I'm just really struggling to maintain that consistency. I don't know if it's my ADHD brain, but I just feel like, I know a lot of people struggle to get out for their runs, but I feel like most people don't so consistently struggle to stay on top of their training plans, even when they love the sport, they really, really enjoy nearly every run they're out on, yet find it so hard to get out the door. I know it's a common experience, but I just feel, I get frustrated. I feel like there's something wrong with me. Yeah, and I think I really am trying to be compassionate to myself around that, because I am trying my best and I can only do what I have the capacity to make decisions with in the moment. But it's also frustrating when I have big goals, big dreams, and I am not giving it what I would really like to, not because I don't want to, but blockages getting in the way. Anyway, on that slightly pessimistic note, I'm not feeling pessimistic. I am feeling really hopeful about the race, but it hasn't been the best week. But I'm going to leave that video there for this week and really hope the next couple of weeks, as I wind down a bit in my training before the race, are a little bit better. I mean, I know at this point there's only so much I can do. I think a lot of it is around building confidence and feeling strong going into the race. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. For more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.